Hello everybody, welcome to fourth video of our course, and in this video we are going to create our ceilings, fan and sofa model. So first of all we will convert this box to editable poly because we want to separate its layer to something like floor and ceiling. Okay, so for that we will just right click on this object and we can convert it to editable poly, but we have another option that is in modifiers section, and here we can also choose editable poly. So whatever the approach you want, you can choose. So now editable poly is modifiers is selected, applied on this object, and we can select each polygon or vertex of this box. So for that we will just select here on the right side under modifier. We can choose this polygon thing, and then we can select any polygon here. Sorry, we can select here polygon, and then because this box has no vertices, I think so, for that we will go to box first. Let's go to box, and then we can increase this segments of this box like this. I think maybe 2 is fine, and then we can go to modifiers, polygon, and if yes, actually the select option is not selected, so now we can select its specific area. So that vertex was fine, actually we have just not selected this select move tool, so that one is fine actually. That will be working with our project. That will be fine with our project. So we can delete this layer, this side and this side on this standard, and convert it to high quality. Okay, so now we can see the actual state of our object, and now we are ready to separate these two sections, ceiling and floor. We will click on floor. First we will select polygon, and then we can select floor, and here you will find one more window here. Okay, now in this case you can see we can't see that window, so we will move this window a little bit to left side, and now we can see this window here. Okay, so here we will click on detach option here, and it will be here, maybe this one, detach, and we can detach this layer, this part of main box. So we can click on detach, and then we can rename this object to anything like floor, for example. Okay, so we can just rename it to floor, and we can also change the color for our reference. Okay, so now this is a separate object, and we can move this object separately whenever we want. Okay, and also we can hide the layer, this layer also. So this is very useful technique. So now we will create our roof, ceiling, and for that we can just click on again the walls, editable poly, select the roof. We can repeat the process of detach, and we can just rename this object to ceiling, and that's it. And we can also change color to something like this, and now we have ready ceiling, floor and walls. Now at this stage we want to create one more box here for sofa. Now we are going to create our main model, sofa model. Okay, so for sofa, what we can do, we can just create a chamfer box. So we will go to main tab, create. We will change standard primitives to extended primitives, and here we have chamfer box. Just click on this box, and we can create a box like this. No problem of placing this box and size of this box initially. So we will just click, and as you can see in chamfer box we already got the this fillet also, okay, sofa base. So for that we can give it some length of let's say 3 feet, and width of let's say 8 feet, and height of 10 inches. This is the sign for inches. So now our sofa base is ready. Okay, now what we can do, we can just, for time being, we can hide these layers, walls, this one and this one also, and we should organize this sofa into separate layers. So for that we can create a new layer by clicking on this option, create layer, and then we can say name this layer to sofa, and this chamfer box we can drop it to sofa layer. Okay, so now we have this chamfer box in sofa section. We can name it to sofa base, and that's it, our sofa base is ready. Okay, we can move this sofa like this, and we can also use the move tool to, this right click on this transform tool or F12 to bring this dialog box, and we can adjust its x-axis and y-axis accordingly. Okay, now we can use this move tool, no problem. So after this we have created the base of the sofa. We can just duplicate this sofa base and make it we can duplicate the sofa. Also the fillet is too much, so we can decrease fillet from here. Okay, so I think the fillet should be very small, not too much. So yeah, it's fine now. So we will apply a little fillet here. Okay, so now we will duplicate this layer. So for duplicating we have two methods. One is press shift and drag your mouse, it will create duplicate. Okay, simply. The another way is to control V, and it will bring the same dialog box, and we can create copy of our main object. Okay, so I will approach first that is a useful technique of shortcut keys, shift and then drag. So sorry, I will drag it to the z-axis, shift z-axis. Okay, so we can place it here, and then we can make it copy, and then we can decrease the width of this second base, and we can give it width of around 4 inches, sorry, 4 feet. And then we can adjust this layer, this sofa second base to some by moving this tool, or we can also use the transform tool to locate it on the accurate position. Okay, whatever you want. So now we have placed this by moving tool, by using moving tool, and we will create one more layer of this object. So for that we will press shift and drag, and that's it, we have created one more copy of our cushion, and not cushion, actually seat. So now our sofa base is almost ready, and the sofa base and main seats, and now we will create cushions. So for that we will create duplicate this layer, and again we will make a copy. We'll make its width to something like its total 8, and we can say 2.6 feet, and sorry, 2 feet and 6 inches. And now we can rotate this box, chamfer box, So for rotation, we can use the rotate tool, and then we can rotate this box like this. It's very simple. So now we can arrange this cushion accordingly, and I think we rotated too much, and we can adjust it a bit realistic. Yes, this one is fine. And then we can move this back of sofa, and then we can duplicate it by pressing shift, and we can create 2 copies here, and okay, so we have created 2 copies. Okay, so now you can see there is a little bit difference here, so some space remains blank here, so we can select all 3 objects and use this scale tool and scale this side a little bit bigger. Okay, and then we can arrange by moving the object like this. So now it's perfect. And the second thing is to creating its side of the sofa. For that, so now we will create its sofa sides. So for that, we can again duplicate this box, and now we can again rotate. After copying, we can rotate this box to simply, we can rotate it to for 90 degrees, but we will use this rotate tool, no problem. And here we will move it to okay. Now side is also ready, and we will duplicate this side to another end, for another end, and here we have duplicated this side to another end of sofa as well. That's fine. Now everything for sofa is ready, just we have to hire the sofa through from main surface. So we have selected this layer, not floor, this sofa layer only, and then we can just select these objects, and we can move it to Z-axis. Okay, and then our sofa is absolutely fine and ready to go. Okay, so this simple sofa we have created in this video, and in next video we will create some small tables around the sofa, near to the sofa, and then after that section we will add materials to our scene. Thank you very much.